Good morning, sunshines. Today is a big day, big day. We're going to be doing big day in three different practices because we're wrapping up the magic because it is our final day, the 28th. So we're going to be doing the 26th, 27th, 28th. And I'm going to say the 26th is going to be the most confronting. So let's start there. Plus, it's first in order. So as you jump on, say good morning, sunshine. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And then also share something that you're grateful for right off the bat. We will be practicing throughout the entire thing. Witten is like so excited. He's like, look at my mom go. She's so strong. She's so strong. Get up here. So the first lesson is about your mistakes. Now, this one can be hard to own because a lot of people right away are going to be like, you know what? I don't really have any mistakes. Like, I really have, that wouldn't have happened to me if so-and-so would have, and so-and-so would have, and so-and-so would have, right? Like, it's a big blame game. And I understand because it feels better to blame other people than to take ownership for the things that we did wrong, doesn't it? Like, it feels better if you get pulled over because you're speeding to say, oh, well, I didn't see the speed limit sign, or I was late, so I had to go quicker, or my kids did X, Y, and Z this morning, so I needed to go to work faster because I was late, right? Whatever that is. And it's so much easier, or sometimes it makes us feel better when we justify our actions that weren't the best actions, and then start blaming other things, situations, whatever. We blame the world, we blame the economy, we blame our friends, we blame our children, we blame all sorts of stuff, right? So today's first practice is about finding gratitude for our mistakes, not just taking ownership, but first taking ownership and then finding gratitude. That's a marker and you can't draw on yourself with it. I'm sorry, but you can play with it. So what this looks like, okay, number one, you have to take ownership. I want you to think of something, a mistake that you've made in the past. It could be a doozy. It could be something that affected your marriage, your health, your financial status, maybe the wrong investment. I mean, I can think of loads of mistakes that I've made in the past, you guys, loads of mistakes, right? So think of something that felt as if it was a mistake in the past. And the first thing that you want to do is you want to own it. So this is why I said this is the hardest one, like, right? Like pulling that in that, I mean, yes, if X, Y, Z, A, B, Q, D, R, F, if all of those different things were different, would you have showed up different? Yeah, you would have. But the fact is that X, Y, Z, and R, D, Q, F, I don't even know what letters I said, those all occurred. And you can't control that. All you can control is what you did. You're the one who decided to go like speeding and not look at the speed, whatever, like maybe it was a construction zone or something. You're the one who left late. You're the one who decided it was more important to speed than it was just to show up to wherever you were going late. You're the one, right? Taking ownership of it. Now, a lot of us don't want to take ownership because we think that's going to bring a negative emotion and we don't want to feel negative emotions, right? In fact, it doesn't behoove us to feel negative emotions. So this is where this gets beautiful. What you can do is after feeling that, okay, so like accepting it, okay, so I did that. And I'll give you a great example of this. I did that. Now, what we get to do is say thank you to the universe for the opportunity to learn something from it. Hopefully, you guys, you have taken the mistakes of your past, use them as a learning ground to move forward with more positivity, light, and love. This is life, you guys. Nobody goes through life without making mistakes. Life is a learning platform. We walk through life to learn, to grow, to move, to have more light. And then guess what? When we feel like we've arrived somewhere, another lesson is thrown at us and we screw things up. And then we learn and we bring in more light and love because we move on from there. So it's about what we learn from our mistakes. So I think the first time that I did this practice, I pulled in my full financial situation of 2008, 2009. If you guys have been watching for a while, you know about this, right? But so going from being in real estate, finances, all of that, 2008, 2009, our finances went from here to like baffling, right? And it was a challenging time for us. And I went through a lot of emotions. I went through a lot of anger. I went through a lot of jealousy. I went through a lot of blaming. I went through a lot of sickness and illness and like I don't know, like there like anxiety, like so many different things occurred from that. Okay. Now, at some point, I don't know where things shifted, but I took ownership for what happened. Was there a recession? Yes, there was a recession. Could I control the recession that was happening? No, 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 Whitty. Those ones aren't good to draw on there. I couldn't control that. All I could control was my reactions and how we decided to come out. So what I decided to do was, number one, I owned it. And then I look back, you guys, and I truthfully now, not that I want to go through it again, and you probably don't want to go through your mistakes again, but I truthfully now give thanks for that situation in my life, for those years of being uncomfortable, because I have learned so much. And that position has led me to what I'm doing, what I'm truly passionate about, right? It's led me in that direction. So thank you, thank you, thank you to the recession of 2008, 2009, for losing my multiple homes, for my bankruptcy, for being completely upside down financially, trying to figure things out, sick for a couple of years. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to learn and grow from that. And that was challenging to get through. So if you're thinking right now, Cal, you're batshit crazy, I can't give gratitude for my mistakes, I want you to just sit with for a while and imagine if you let go of the harbored anger that you have about the situation, because guarantee, if you haven't done this practice yet, there is still harbored anger somewhere deep within you. It's like, no, I'm fine with it. I've moved on. Okay, moving on is different than addressing and moving it out of your body. Right? So with that, now I've addressed it, I've confronted it, I've taken the ownership of it, and I've told myself, thank you. Like literally when you transition from a hatred, and because sometimes we hate ourselves, don't we? You hate yourself because you did X, Y, and Z, and you're so mad at yourself for it. But when you decide to go through and do this, because some of you, maybe it's not even the blaming, it's the ownership and being dissatisfied with yourself. If you give yourself the opportunity to say, what have I learned from this? What am I doing differently now? How am I showing up? And then give thank you, give gratitude for that, you guys, you're going to see how different your life can be. Okay. So this is number one, give thanks for your mistakes, give gratitude for your mistakes of your past. And of course, you guys, that means you want to be learning from them. Right? If there's things that you haven't learned and grow from yet, you're still in the process. You still have time to learn and grow. All right, next two are super simple because I know you're like, oh, we dove in deep already. Okay, number 27 is the magic mirror. And it's about giving thanks for yourself. Like literally, you guys, it's about Michael Jackson's song, right? I'm starting with the man in the mirror and walking away from this Good Morning Sunshine and going and looking at yourself, look at yourself in the eyes in the mirror and smile and tell her or him, thank you. Thank you for where you're at currently. Thank you for the lessons you've learned so far. Thank you for the things you've overcome at this point. Thank you for your chosen generosity, your chosen positivity, whatever that is. Like, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting your family. Thank you for, taking care of the household. And tell yourself, acknowledge yourself for all of the badass things that you do. Okay, so say thank you to yourself and be with that. And then after you give thanks for the current, give thanks. Tell yourself, thank you for what you're about to do, for the chosen changes you're about to make. You might still be in it, you guys. You might still be in the shitstorm. You're still making bad decisions right now, and you know you're still making bad decisions, but you have the opportunity to change every single day. And you can just look at yourself and say, thank you for what you're about to step into, the greatness that's going to be on the other side of this, and you choosing to go after it. You guys, it's going to feel so warming. And what happens when we start to do this, you guys, is obviously, as we discussed this entire time, you start to step into and become those things. So that's number 27, all right? The man in the mirror. And finally, you guys, it's just remembering the entire lesson of the last 20 days. Remembering the magic. Remembering the practice of gratitude. Remembering that for which you give gratitude for, more will come into your life. Right? Where your focus goes, more comes towards you. If you're focusing on the negative, more negative is going to arrive. If you're focusing on the bad, more bad is going to arrive. If you're focusing on the why nots, more why nots are going to arrive. But when you decide to start giving gratitude for each and every space and piece of your life that is going right, because I get it, not all of it's going right. I know that. It's not going right for anyone. It's not just you. Everybody else has shit going on in their world this very minute, right now. Right? But when you decide to start acknowledging what is right and changing your energy, your person into one who focuses on positivity, light, and gratitude, then you're going to start bringing more of that into your world. And I got to tell you guys, we need more of this. Right now, we need more of this. I mean, I can't say unlike any other because there's been other poor, bad situations, but we need more light and love. We need more people to be creating more positivity. Right? So whatever is happening in your world, if you're choosing to focus and be with and in the negative, Think about what you do have. Think about the health that you have. Think about your family. Think about your home. Think about your running water. Think about your best friend that makes you giggle. Think about the opportunity to take walks and have fresh air. Whatever that is for you, think about those things so you can change your state and bring more light and love into the world, you guys. That wraps up our magic practice, 28 days of magic. Thank you for being along on this adventure. We're going to be moving on, so can't wait to start discussing some different things with you guys. But I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, sunshines. Yes, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. If you're committed, at the end of our videos, we love to say, I commit. And you can choose which one of these practices you want to commit to. Do you want to commit to owning your mistakes? Do you want to say bye-bye? Do you want to commit to saying thank you to the man in the mirror? Bye-bye. Or do you want to commit to connecting with all of it? Oh, did you poop? Did you poopy? Yay! Say good morning. Okay, say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say do hearts. Do hearts. Push the heart button. Yay! Oh, thank you. I love it. All right, you guys, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Say boom kisses.